Good morning, ma'am. I'm Ronak Pradhan from Class 10D, roll number 28, Guru Nanak Public School. So today I have prepared a Maharashtra tourism, so let's get started with the sources. Sources are all the photos and of monuments are collected from google.com. All the information mentioned about Maharashtra is taken from wikipedia.com. All the information of monuments is collected from walkthroughindia.com. All the information in slide number 7 is taken from globaledge.msu.edu. All the information in the 11th slide is taken from brainly.com. So let's get with the introduction. Sorry, not introduction content. First is introduction, then what is the importance of tourism, then different tourist spots in Maharashtra. Is Odisha better than Maharashtra? Then conclusion. So let's get started. Introduction. Maharashtra is a state in Western Peninsula region of India occupying a substantial portion of the Deccan Plateau. As the home of Marathi people, Maharashtra is the second most populous state in India, as well as the second most populous country subdivision. Maharashtra was formed in 19th May 1960 by splitting the Pinnacle Bombay state, which had existed since 1956, into majority Marathi speaking Maharashtra and Gujarati speaking Gujarat respectively. The state capital is Mumbai. The most populous urban area in India. The Godavari and the Krishna are the major rivers in this state. Marathi is the widely spoken language and is also the official language of the state. Spread over 3,07,713 square kilometers, it is the third largest state by area in India. Maharashtra is bordered by the Arabian Sea to the west. The soil of Maharashtra are residual derived from the underlying basalts in the semi-dry plateau. The rigorous black soil is clay, rich in iron but poor in nitrogen and organic matter. It is moisture retentive. Those kali soils are deeper and heavier but better suited for rabi crops. The higher plateau areas have Patthar, which contains more gravel in the rainy Konkan and the Sahyadri range. The same basalts give rise to the brick red laterites, productive under a forest cover but readily stripped into a sterile workas when the vegetation is removed. By and large, soil of Maharashtra are shallow and somewhat poor. The next slide is about what is the importance of tourism. Tourism is vital for the success of many economies around the world. There are several benefits of tourism and host destination. Tourism boosts the revenue of the economy, creates thousands of jobs, develops the infrastructure of a country, and plants a sense of cultural exchange between foreigners and citizens. The number of jobs created by tourism in many different areas is significant. These jobs are not only a part of tourism sector but may also include the agriculture sector, communication sector, health sector and the educational sector also. Many tourists travel to experience the hosting destinations culture, different tradition and gastronomy. This is very profitable to local restaurants, shopping centers and stores. Different tourist spots in Maharashtra. So let's get started. First is the Gateway of India is a monument located in the waterfront of Apollo Banda area in South Mumbai. The Gateway of India is a major tourist destination and a popular gathering spot for local street vendors and photographers. The historic railway station and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, is one of the busiest railway stations in India. The station is one of the 32 World Heritage Indian sites and the most famous historical movement of India. So from now the images will be shown on the right hand side first and then the demonstration will be given. So please stay tuned. First is Chand Minar is at Daulatabad as a historical monument in Maharashtra and one of the 8 tallest minar in India. Chand Minar tower is 64-meter high minaret situated inside Daulatabad fort built by Alauddin Bahmani and considered to be one of the most outstanding specimens of Muslim architecture. Daulatabad, also known as Devagiri, was an important upland city along caravan routes with a tunnel entrance, cannon post, considered to be one of the 7 wonders of Maharashtra and developing tourist spots. The Aga Khan Palace is one of the biggest landmarks in Indian history and the majestic building considered to be one of the greatest marvels of India. The palace is closely linked to the Indian freedom movement, hence declared the place as a monument of national importance. Shaniwar Wada Palace of Pune is an 18th century fortification of the city and was the seat of Peshwa rulers of the Maratha Empire. The complex had an impressive lotus-shaped fountain and surviving structures are now maintained as a tourist site. It is listed as one of the top 15 most spookiest and haunted places in India. The Ellora Ajanta Caves, the major tourist attraction of the Marathwada region of Maharashtra and a World Heritage Site, the majority of the caves are known for the painting contains some of the best preserved and ancient Indian paintings. Is Odisha better than Maharashtra? There are many cultural similarities between Odisha and Maharashtra. In both the places the festivals are given importance throughout the year. There are some festivals like Lord Jagannath Rath Yatra which is in Odisha and not in Maharashtra. Nowadays Ganesh Puja takes place in both the places with full fanfare. Ganesh Puja takes place in almost every school in Odisha which also happens in Maharashtra. There are many festivals such as Pola which is known by some other name in Odisha. There is also a similarity in food habit in both places, but there is a little difference in food and there is also diversity. In the apparels, you will see ladies wear saris in both the states, men use dhoti more, kurtas are more popular but slightly less than Maharashtra. The language which is spoken in Odisha, the language has much more similarity but both are taken from Sanskrit. So now let's see conclusion. At last I would like to say Maharashtra is a very nice place for tourism, business and industrial activities. Many cities in Maharashtra are considered as most developed cities in India like Mumbai. Mumbai was also considered as large and vast as New York City or Los Angeles. So with this I would like to thank our teacher Mrs. Aparna Saha ma'am for guiding me and helping me by solving all my doubts. In this project I got many things to learn about Maharashtra and I hope I would get more chances in future to discover the mega state of India more. So thank you all and have a nice